Question number 10. So this is a displacement against distance graph of a transverse progressive wave. Okay, so we have to write down the points where the speed of the particles is 0. So v would be equal to 0 at y equal to the amplitude. So if from the graph, we can't really calculate the value of velocity because we do not have the value of frequency, which is v equal to f lambda. So we can't determine where in this graph is the value v is equal to 0. However, we know that theoretically, we know the concept that v should equal to 0 at y is equal to the amplitude. So from the graph, we can see that point P and point R is both at the amplitude, okay? So because they are at that point, I mean, not because lah. So basically, dia punya jawapan is gonna be at point P and point R lah, sebab they are both at the position where y is equal to the amplitude. Alright, so jawapan dia point P and point at point P and R. Okay, so let me just redo this one because it's actually very disturbing. Oops, sorry. Di sini. Okay, so next kita perlu cari the points where the velocity of the particle is opposite to each other. Okay, so for this point, we won't be looking at point P and R lah sebab V is already equal to 0 at that point. So basically what's happening at point Q and R, S and T is what we are going to focus on. So if you see the graph, the wave is going up here and then going down here. So at this point here, the velocity is pointing down. And then if we look at point S, it's gonna be pointing up. And then this one's gonna pointing down. So basically this is a representation of the velocity punya direction. So which point of at which point is the apa soalan dia? The velocity of the particle is opposite to each other is at point Q and S ataupun, or you can write at point Q and S or S and T lah. S and T. So either this lah jawapan dia. Okay. So next kita perlu cari dia punya the points where the particles are in phase. Particles that are in phase is particles that are moving up together ataupun down together. They're not moving at the opposite direction. So that is at point Q and point T lah sebab both are going down. So jawapan dia is at point apa so tadi Q and T. Okay, all right, finally we have to calculate the time required to complete one cycle. What is the speed of the wave if the time required to complete one cycle is 0.25 seconds? So the period is given as 0.25 seconds, so we have to calculate v. So we know that the formula of v is f lambda. So lambda is equal to dari sini one complete cycle. So lambda is equal to 0.8. So tulislah sana 0.8 meter. Is it meter? Oh, sorry, it's in centimeter. So 0.8 centimeter. That is 1, 2, so 0.008 kan, betul, meter. Okay, so dapatlah substitute lah the formula, the values. Wait, f is equal to 1 over t. So v is equal to 1 over 0.25. 0.008. So dapat the value of v to be equal to 1, 2. 0.01232 meter per second. Okay. Alright, so that is on question number 10.